Okay, let's be real. If you're still studying the old-fashioned way, you're probably wasting a ton of time. Today, I'm going to show you how AI can whip up the perfect study guide for you, saving you hours and seriously boosting your grades.
You know the feeling, right? You spend hours and hours transcribing lectures, highlighting textbooks, trying to get all your notes in order, only to feel that sinking feeling of being totally unprepared when the exam rolls around. It's this super frustrating cycle, isn't it? Well, guess what? We're gonna break it. For good.
Now, what if I told you that you could get a huge chunk of your week back? And I'm not talking about a few minutes here and there. We're talking up to 10 hours every single week. That's what students who've made this switch are saving. That's not just a small improvement, that's a total game changer.
So where does all that wasted time even come from? Well, it's because most of us have been taught to study the wrong way. Let's just call it what it is, the note-taking trap. And yeah, most of us have been stuck in it for years.
This right here, this is the heart of the problem. You're basically acting like a human photocopier, just transcribing, highlighting, rereading. But none of that is actually learning. You're just moving information from a book to your notebook without it ever really sticking in your brain. And the result? All of that effort with none of the reward.
So, if the old way is so broken, what's the fix? Well, the answer lies in a much smarter approach, all powered by AI. And just to be clear, this isn't just about getting your notes done faster. There's some real cognitive science behind why this method is just so much more effective. Let's get really specific about what we're talking about here. This isn't just asking an AI to, write my notes. It's a technique called study guide generation. And the key word there is generation. You're telling the AI to synthesize information, to break it all down, find the connections, and then rebuild it into a structured guide that's perfect for your brain. It's literally creating order from chaos.
And here's what's so wild. The science behind this? It's not even new. Research from way back in 1989 showed that just having structured notes can boost how much you remember by a crazy 40 to 50%. The only difference is that now, with AI, we can create those perfectly structured notes in like an instant.
And it's not just one study either. The research is super clear on this. When you actively process information, instead of just passively copying it, you learn way better. When you organize it visually, you understand it more deeply. And when you do this consistently, you can see a 20 to 30% boost in your test scores. I mean, that's the difference between a B and an A, right there.
So how do you actually unlock all this power? Well, it all comes down to one thing, the prompt you give the AI. A great study guide always starts with a great prompt. So let's break down exactly what goes into a perfect one.
Okay, think of your prompt like a recipe. It has 6 essential ingredients. First, you've got your source material. Then you tell the AI the exact structure you want. You give it your learning objectives. You define the level of detail. You throw in some active learning elements. And finally, you personalize it. You get these 6 things right, and the results, they're going to be incredible. Listen, if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. You have to tell the AI how you want the information structured. Don't just ask for notes. Demand a hierarchical outline or a table that compares 2 big ideas, or even a set of flashcards. This one step is what forces the AI to actually synthesize the material instead of just summarizing it. It's so important.
And this brings us to the next key step. A study guide shouldn't just be something you passively read. It needs to be an interactive tool. You have to ask the AI to include stuff like practice questions, a glossary of key terms, or some real-world examples. These are the things that force your brain to actually engage with the material, and that is the secret to making it stick long-term.
Okay, so let's see what this looks like in the real world. I'm going to show you a super simple before and after that makes the power of a good prompt crystal clear. This is where we go from vague to truly valuable. So look at this. On the left, we've got the result of a really lazy prompt. Make notes from this text about the French Revolution. And what do you get? A total wall of text. It's a chaotic mess that's honestly no better than the original article. But now, look at the right. Here the prompt was specific. Create a hierarchical outline, bold the key terms. And the result? A clean, organized, and genuinely powerful study tool. The difference is night and day.
So, what's the bottom line here? It's that success is all in the specifics. It's like the difference between asking a chef for a pile of ingredients and asking for a finished cake. By telling the AI exactly the structure and format you want, you're not just getting information, you're getting a masterpiece.
Okay, you've seen the theory, you've seen the why. Now, let's turn all this into action. Here is your simple, step-by-step plan to start using this literally today.
Here it is, just 3 simple rules to live by. Number 1, always tell the AI the exact format you want. Number 2, always demand those active learning elements. And number 3, always personalize it to what you need. You do these 3 things, and you're going to be unstoppable.
So I'll leave you with this question. This isn't really just about getting better grades. It's about getting your life back. I mean, think about it. With an extra 10 hours every single week, what new skill could you learn? What passion project could you finally get off the ground? What part of your future could you start building right now? The possibilities are endless, and they're all yours for the taking.